Hi there, I'm Monette Satterfield. This is my studio. I'm really glad you're here with me today. I am reminding you that I do film these live and I bring them to you unedited. So anything that happens is what happened, and any mistakes I make, I'm going to leave them there for you to see because nothing's perfect. Now today I'm going to move forward on this project I've got going on, the easel back here, and it is multicolored blobs basically. I am working on the idea of a pattern print design collection for housewares and tablewares for 2026, and I'm still developing some of the ideas and some of the basic motifs, and I've chosen to use a modified Zorn palette, which the basic Zorn palette is yellow ochre, white or titanium buff, Mars black, and vermilion, but I'm using something a little different here with the yellow ochre, titanium buff, Payne's gray to lighten it up a little bit, quinacridone magenta instead of vermilion, and I've added this lime green as a kind of a snap. Now this is the sheet I'm using. Obviously I've painted on one side of this, and it's going to turn it over and use the other side because there's no reason not to. Now this is a sheet of Bristol paper. It is not mixed media paper, it's not watercolor paper, it's Bristol, which is a fairly heavyweight paper, but it's very smooth. It has a really smooth surface, and I chose that because I am going to want to photograph these elements so that the less paper texture that I have there, the better it's going to be to photograph. And it's also going to make the margins of the blobs themselves really, really stand out. And what I'm doing is I'm taking my palette knife, a couple of different sizes. I have 2 or 3 of these here, and my paint blobs, and I'm just mixing them here on the palette, just picking my colors, mixing them up, and taking a fairly sort of unmixed blob. And then just using the knife to shape the blob itself. And then I'm going to go ahead and try a different mix here with a different color just to give it a little bit of interest. And I'm truly letting these colors mix on the knife. I'm not really over mixing them. You over mix them and they start to just get kind of muddy. And what's really beautiful about these is the way the colors striate. Now, I do have to I just stuck my finger in it. Doesn't seem to have hurt it though. There. And that one I think looks good. And the way these work, the way the paint mixes and moves and works its way through the thing, it's better to put them down and leave them alone. And if I started trying to fix this edge and touch that up, and it would ruin the freshness of the mark. So let me try a different one here with some different colors, because that's the beauty of this, is you can just keep mixing until it gets too muddy on your palette. Then you have to start over. This one's dark. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Let's see. Okay. Now I am wiping my knife off a little bit when I switch to the other color, just because it can get a little muddy that way. And I really do want I want that's green, that lime green. That's such a pretty color. Love that lime green. There we go. Now, see, I kind of messed up the edge of that. So, now this one I'm going to have to keep touching a little bit. See, it's okay. There. And that one I had to fudge a little bit at the beginning, but it ended up making it really quite pretty. And as long as you can touch it some, but the better way to do this type of painting is just to put it down, let the colors mix organically on the knife or on the palette, because you can see my palette is starting to get a little smeary and muddy, and just let them be what they are. And so this, I've got 2. I'm going to go ahead and fill the rest of this page up, just like I did the first page, and see how many of them and how many different colors I get. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I thank you so much for stopping by here with me today. I hope to see you again. Remember, if you want to see more of this, do sign up for my newsletter. I'm not on any social medias, and that is the best place to find me. Thanks, and I'll talk to you soon.